Would you recognize abuse in a relationship even if it didn't involve physical violence? In fact, are you aware that most relationships that are abusive do not or minimally contain physical violence? It can be startling to realize that many of the clever and brilliant women you know don't actually realize that they have experienced an abusive relationship if it didn't contain physical violence. Not all psychological abuse is physical abuse, but all physical abuse is psychological abuse. Think of psychological abuse as like this umbrella that sits above all other kinds of abuse, and they all come off it. So yes, violence is one of the branches of abuse that comes down, but you've also got financial abuse, spiritual abuse, passport and immigration abuse, sexual abuse, reproductive abuse, verbal abuse, coercive control, stalking and harassment, legal abuse, and I'm sure there's more. You can even see abuse dynamics playing out in bigger social structures: capitalism, patriarchy, white supremacy. So if you are in a relationship where you suspect that you are being abused, but it hasn't yet escalated to violence, that doesn't make it any less of an abusive relationship. And I use the word yet because most abusers scale through types of abuse until they get to the physical part. They can only really get you into a physically abusive relationship by first coercing you into trusting them. So they can't start with violence, but they certainly will get there if you observe them doing things like hurting stuff you own, destroying property, hurting pets, and hurting other people.